Well, pretty much every show, it's the same thing over and over and over again. You hurry up and you get there and set up and check everything out, make sure that you've got everything in place, and double and triple check everything. And then usually we try to head outside and get our hands warmed up. Brandon likes to get his whole body warmed up, obviously being a drummer, and basically just kind of get into a zone and a groove to play well. Next part is, you can see here the lovely sound check phase. And pretty much you just stand around and wait and wait and wait for the sound guy to go and do his job and get everything set up real good. And sometimes you get antsy, but you want to make sure that you give him the time that he needs so that he can help you sound good. A lot of people will take advantage of sound guys, but we try to be as gracious as possible. And then it's just a matter of going on to the show and playing. And, you play and you play and you play, and you really hope that everything turns out well. And while you're up there playing, I'm going through, what I'm doing right there, vocally, what I'm doing on the guitar. Am I in sync with Brandon? Keeping an eye on the crowd. Are there people leaving? If there are people leaving, is it the sound? Reflecting. How's the amp sounding? Is there any fights going on? I mean, you really hope that everything goes well, and the best shows are ones that, turn out well. But then, you have things like this, where the amp blows up. So it can be really daunting, and then you've got to really think fast on your feet and still try to remain and look cool, like it's no big deal. Like, oh yeah, this is happening again, and here's what I'll do, and it'll be fine.
All right.
Well, that gives me a chance to drink some water and...
Promotion. Go.
Promotion, let's see. What have we talked about? We have CDs for sale after the show. MySpace.com/C.P.X band. Mad Tribe and Judy Powder are coming up next. Thanks to the Pheonix.
So, no matter what you do, it seems like something's bound to go wrong just some nights, and sometimes it seems like everything goes wrong. I mean, it really doesn't, but when you're up there and the spotlight's on, and you're not in your routine, you've had to depart from the checklist, no matter how anybody tries to help, no matter how focused you are, how prepared you are, it's going to flabbergast you. And, it's just a matter of remaining and keeping your cool and just grinding it out and bearing with it. I mean, there are so many times where, it would just be easy to walk out and say, later, not going to do it, see you, goodbye, that's it. I've seen bands who break a guitar string and walk off stage. I've seen bands who had, people miss notes or play a little bit poorly and they walk off the stage. That's not our credo. Our credo is, keep playing until, you're physically unable to play anymore, until we've completed our job at hand.
I'm ready. She said she hates me. Look at that. She said she loves me. Yeah.
Hey, do that again. Turn around.
This is a G-rated video.
Till we get home, right?
But, no matter what happens at the show, I just try to shake it off. If it's a good show, I don't let it go to my head. I don't let my ego get bloated and be like, oh, I'm the biggest rock star ever, If you have a terrible show, I don't just stand there and be like, oh, I'm terrible.
Wow,
You've just got to shake it
again.
off and roll with it. And, try to have some fun with it. Because it's the only way you're going to stay alive, playing shows out on the road. I mean, studio's easy.
What did you think, Freeman?
I think I played poorly.
I tried a new special effect tonight. It's called amp blowage. There wasn't any flames like I was hoping, but the amp did blow. Which is alright, except there's a show in 2 weeks, and I ain't got no guitar amp. So if this hits MySpace or YouTube or whatever, and somebody has an amp they let me borrow, I promise I won't blow yours.
Yeah, you know, it would have been cool if there would have been flames coming out of the amp. And, you know, I sometimes, you know, I wish when, you know, gear would go bad, like it would really go bad and, you know, you could dovetail it into like part of the show and be like, oh my God, you know, but, you know, it seems like most of the time, you know, amps and stuff screwing up is just, it's really anticlimactic. It's just like, or it just stops working altogether, or, you know, there's like a ping string break, you know, so it doesn't ever really work out that well. So, you know, you just kind of, you know, keep your fingers crossed that if something at least does go wrong, it goes wrong in a very showmanship way.
We kind of held it together and played a new song tonight. It's My Time Now, or I think that's what it's going to be called. It seemed to go over rather well. Luckily, we got that in before my amp blew. Did I mention I have a show in 2 weeks and I need to borrow somebody's amp?
13 days.
13 days. And a few hours and minutes in jump. I, however, do know for a fact that none of this was caused by the Taco Bell I ate earlier. I was a bit leery about eating Taco Bell tonight before the show, but it was good. But I don't do advertisements, so I'm not going to do the promotion of which Taco Bell I went to. So it's somewhere within 60-mile radius of Pheonix. That's all I'm allowed to say. I was going to say, unless you give me enough money to buy a new amp.
Yeah, then he'll promote the shit out of Taco Bell.
That's right. I'll promote the shit out of anything if you give me a guitar.
Give me an amp.
You can give him the amp, and I'll use it.
Please contact us on our MySpace page if you have an amp.
I'm the kind you plug a guitar into, not the kind that goes in the back of a car to make the rattly sound. Yeah. So, I really need an amp. You can shut that off, but I need an amp.